Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something that for many is a dream, a passion, and an incredible adventure: traveling. If you've ever felt the urge to discover new places, learn about other cultures, and experience something new, but didn't know where to start, then this video is for you. I remember when I myself felt a bit unsure at the beginning of my travel journey. Planning, packing, logistics, it could all seem complicated. But over time, I discovered that traveling is primarily about being open to new experiences and the joy of exploring the world. I want to share my first steps and practical tips with you to help you begin your own unforgettable journey. Before we get into the specifics, though, I'd like to warmly encourage you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click that red button below so you don't miss any more videos with travel inspiration and practical tips for world explorers. And if you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It's a huge motivation for me to create more inspiring and valuable content. Let's start by understanding why it's worth traveling. Traveling is not just a change of scenery. It's primarily an opportunity for personal growth, broadening horizons, and gaining priceless memories. We get to know new cultures, learn tolerance and openness to otherness, face the unknown, and discover strengths and resourcefulness within ourselves that we may not have known before. Every journey, even the shortest one, can teach us something and change our perspective on the world. I remember my first solo trip. Initially, I felt a bit unsure, but with each passing day, I became more confident and discovered how much I could do on my own. This experience gave me immense faith in my own abilities. The first step to starting to travel is deciding where you want to go. It doesn't have to be a distant and exotic country. To begin, you can choose an interesting place in your area, in another region of your country, or even in a neighboring country. What's important is that it's a place that intrigues you and that you want to explore. Think about what attracts you the most: nature, history, culture, or maybe just relaxing on a beach. I remember my first real trip was a weekend getaway to Boston. It was close, but it allowed me to feel the thrill of discovering a new city and take a break from everyday life. Next, start planning your trip. Even a short trip requires some preparation. Think about how you want to travel independently on an organized tour: hitchhiking, where you want to sleep, hostel, hotel, Airbnb, and what your budget is. Start looking for information about your chosen destination: guidebooks, travel blogs, reviews from other travelers. Remember that flexibility is important, but a basic outline will help you avoid chaos. I remember when planning my first trip abroad, I spent many hours reading blogs and travel forums. Thanks to this, I found great, inexpensive accommodation and discovered places that weren't mentioned in guidebooks. Another important step is setting a budget. Traveling doesn't have to be expensive. There are many ways to travel cheaply, from choosing cheaper transport and accommodation options to looking for free attractions and eating in local bars. Think about how much you can allocate to your trip and try to stick to that budget. Remember to include the costs of transport, accommodation, food, tourist attractions, and any unforeseen expenses. I remember how during my student travels, I had to be very careful with my budget. Thanks to this, I learned to find cheap flights, stay in hostels, and eat in local eateries, which was a great way to experience the culture from the inside. Start with short trips. You don't have to plan a multi-month round-the-world expedition right away. Weekend trips or a few-day getaways will suffice to begin with. This will allow you to gain travel experience, see what suits you, and build confidence before longer trips. I remember my first trips were short and close to home. With each subsequent trip, I felt more comfortable and more confidently planned longer and more distant journeys. Take care of the formalities. Depending on where you're going, you'll need a valid passport, visa, and travel insurance. Check the current entry and stay regulations for the country you're visiting. It's also worth making photocopies of important documents and storing them in a separate place from the originals. I remember before my trip to Asia, I carefully checked the visa requirements and made sure my insurance covered any potential health issues abroad. Pack wisely. Don't take too many things with you. Light luggage means more freedom to travel. Think about what you really need and choose versatile clothes that can be combined in different ways. Don't forget a basic first aid kit, phone charger, and a plug adapter if you're traveling abroad. I remember packing way too many things on my first trip. I quickly realized that less is more, and on subsequent trips, I was more minimalist. Be open to new experiences. Traveling is not just about visiting historical sites. It's also about trying local food, talking to locals, and participating in local events. Step out of your comfort zone and allow yourself to be spontaneous. Sometimes the best travel memories are the unplanned ones. I remember during my trip to Italy, I got lost in a small street and stumbled upon a local festival where I met wonderful people and tried delicious, homemade food. Now, I'd like to interrupt our program for a moment to remind you of a few important things. If you find these tips helpful and feel they could inspire others to start their travel adventure, please don't hesitate to share this video. Click the share button below and send the link to your friends or family who may be dreaming of traveling but don't know how to start. Your sharing could be their first step in fulfilling their dreams. If you have any questions or want to share your first travel plans, leave a comment below the video. I'd be happy to respond, and together we can create a supportive community of beginner travelers. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, do it now so you don't miss any more travel inspiration and practical tips. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Remember that traveling is an investment in yourself. Every trip enriches you with new experiences, perspectives, and memories that will stay with you for a lifetime. Don't put off your travel dreams for later. Start planning your first adventure today, even if it's just a short trip out of town. Don't be afraid to travel alone. For many people, solo travel is an incredible experience that allows for greater freedom and flexibility. It's also a great opportunity to meet new people. I remember my first solo trip. Initially, I felt a bit unsure, but I quickly met other travelers in the hostel, and together we had many wonderful moments. Take advantage of technology. There are many apps and websites that make it easier to plan trips, book accommodation and transport, and navigate new places. It's worth having a charged power bank and internet access, a local SIM card, or roaming. I remember how map and translator apps saved me more than once during my travels abroad. Finally, I would like to warmly encourage you to start your travel adventure. The world is waiting to be discovered. Be open, curious, and enjoy every moment of your journey. If you found this video valuable and helpful, please share it with people who you think might need this support in starting to travel. You never know who you might help fulfill their dreams of exploring the world. Thank you for watching, and remember, your life's journey is just beginning.